Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Ryan, also known as Captain ABC. Today I'm going to be going over the top 3 worst Jasons in Friday the 13th, the game. Now before the video begins, I just wanted to state that this is just my opinion, so please don't go hating in the comments below. If you disagree with my opinion, let me know why. Don't hate, it's not worth your time, and it's not worth mine, so yeah. But be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to my second channel, all links are in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy the video, peace out. I think we can all agree that the worst Jason in Friday the 13th the game is definitely part 7. So it sucks because he is the best looking in the game besides Savini Jason, but this Jason is just horrible. In fact, so many people were complaining about this Jason, saying he needs improvements, and the developers actually listened to us. They changed his stats and everything, but the funny part is he still sucks. Yes, he is the worst Jason in the game. Worst. I've tried to play as him, and I just couldn't. He is just too weak. But anyways, let's go over his strengths and his weaknesses. His first strength is water speed. Now obviously this Jason is going to be fast in water, but is this strength really that important? It is when counselors are escaping in the boat, but when they aren't escaping through the boat, or if there isn't even a boat on the map, this strength is completely useless. It has absolutely no purpose unless somebody's swimming. His next strength is sense. The sense ability allows you to see the auras or the outlines of counselors that are close to you. This ability is pretty useful when tracking down counselors, so there really is no downside to this ability and strength. Basically, this means that it lasts longer than other Jasons, so we're not really going to talk about this because it's not that much of a non-benefit, whatever it is. His final strength is weapon strength. Now, this allows Jason's weapon slash to take more damage on a counselor, making so that they will be injured in at least 2 hits, maybe even 3. So if you're more of a slasher instead of a grabber, then this Jason's good for you because he has weapon strength. Now, I do not slash my counselors, I grab them, so this strength is completely useless to me, so I would not use this Jason. But if you are slashing, then use this. I still think it's a really bad strength, and I would not use it, and that's why this Jason sucks. Now, we will be moving on to part 7's weaknesses. And of course, these are what make this Jason awful. His first weakness is that he can't run, so this Jason is slow as shit. He walks, and that's annoying. Yeah, he can't run. Other Jasons can run. This one is very slow, and it slows down the game, making counselors escape more. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, he has shift. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but, like, it takes a while for the shift to reload and stuff. And I'd rather run as a Jason instead of walk because I'm smart and, you know, I don't like walking because it's slow. So that's a weakness, and I don't like it. His next weakness is that he only has 3 traps. Traps are literally one of the most important things as Jason. You gotta set them down so that counselors have no choice but to step in them or waste their pocket knives in order to repair, and this Jason only has 3. Now I know what you're gonna say, part 4 only has 3. Well, part 4 is part 4 and he has better stats than part 6, or frick 7. And this Jason only has 3, and where are you gonna put them? 2 at the car, 1 at the phone box, that, like, hello? I would rather have 7 traps, like part 2, but I mean 3 is okay. I can live with just 3, but for 3 traps only to be on part 7, that is a total thumbs down because you need traps, especially on part 7, because part 7's already trash. So if you add more traps on the part 7, maybe he'll be a little bit better. His final weakness is stun resistance. Now this means that Jason is going to get stunned with almost every hit that a counselor hits on you, if that makes sense. So if a counselor hits you once, you're most likely going to get stunned because this weakness prevents you from getting up. Oh, I don't even know anymore. But this is probably one of the worst weaknesses a Jason can have because, hello, you're gonna get stunned like every hit. But when rage mode activates, then this weakness is literally, it's out of the picture, so you don't have to worry about it. But until then, you're screwed. The next Jason that I think sucks is part 2. Now, I'm going to get so much hate for this. This is just my opinion, so don't hate on me. Judging by this Jason's stats, I really don't like him. Not only is his weapon, the pickaxe, kind of silly, I don't like him, but we're going to be going over his strengths and his weaknesses, so let's see why this Jason sucks, in my opinion. His first strength is that he can run. That's cool. No comment. Congrats. His second strength is that he comes with 7 traps. Now, this is pretty good. At least it's not 3. You can put 3 traps at the car, 3 at the whatever you call it other car, and 1 at the phone box. So, there you go. Pretty good, right? Yep. His final strength is Morph. Now, Morph literally is useless because all it does is regenerate the ability to be available faster, and it literally doesn't benefit you at all unless you really want to teleport quicker. So, in that case, this strength sucks, which makes this Jason suck. Now, let's go over his weaknesses. His first weakness is the shift ability. This ability is my favorite, and it's probably one of the most important because you can catch up to counselors who are escaping in the car, or just running in general. And this Jason has a very, very slow shift, so he can shift for about maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Part 4 also has a slow shift, but Part 4 also has better stats, so yeah. And I understand that this Jason can run, but shifting is a lot quicker. His next weakness is defense. Now, this is kind of a confusing ability because it literally doesn't do anything, but it gives you less hit points and defense overall, so there really is no purpose to this ability rather than it gives you less points, I'm assuming. I'm not too sure. I just looked on the website. Pretty good for this Jason to have one weakness that isn't really that good, but still, like, what is this exactly? His final weakness is water speed. This kind of makes Part 2 Jason an okay Jason. He's not bad, but he's not good. That's why he's on this list. Basically, this Jason is slow in water. Now, that really doesn't matter because occasionally there's a boat and nobody really goes in the water because it's dumb. So, there is no point for this weakness, which makes this Jason a little bit better, maybe a lot better than Part 7, but I still don't like this Jason. Now, let's move on to the final Jason that I think sucks. And finally, the last worst Jason is Part 3. Now, this is the default Jason everyone gets as soon as they start the game. I can see why people would think this is a good Jason due to his 3 strengths, but compared to other Jasons, he's not the best. He's not on the top list. He's at the bottom because he sucks. So, alright, so just like Part 2 Jason, Part 3 can run. This is okay, but it's not the best. I would rather him have a different ability like more traps or a better shift, but it's okay that he can run, and that's that. Next up is his weapon strength. Now, just like Part 7, he can slash for a total of about 3 hits and the counselor will be injured. This isn't the best strength because I like to grab my counselors, not slash them. Slashing's kind of boring and grabbing's more cool because you get more creative kills. But if you are a slasher, then this is the Jason for you because his next strength is grip strength. So this means that Jason will be able to hold you in his grasp for a longer period of time, making it harder for you to break out of his grasp. So this is pretty good if you're really slow at killing people, or if you've got a really big kill that takes up a lot of space and you gotta take the counselor to a different area to do the kill. I don't know, it's not really that important of a stat. It's really useless, but whatever. Now moving on to Part 3's weaknesses. His first weakness is stun resistance. Now this means that it is very easy to stun Jason. He'll get stunned with almost every hit, and it takes him a while to get up from it. So that's why this Jason is not good. Don't play Part 3. I guess Rage Mode does knock out this weakness, but you don't get Rage Mode until, you know, you get hit a lot, and sometimes in some matches you barely even make it to Rage Mode, so there's really no point. His next weakness is the sensibility. Now, we've already addressed this, so basically I'll just sum it up for you. This weakness makes it so that the sensibility lasts shorter periods of time than other Jasons, so there you go. And his final weakness is the stock ability. The stock ability completely mutes your terror radius, also known as your music. People are gonna get pissed at me because they're like, terror radius is from Dead by Daylight. No, there's also a terror radius in Friday the 13th. It's called the theme music that plays when you're being chased or when he's around you, so calm down. Basically, it mutes your music, aka your terror radius, completely so that, you know, you can sneak up on counselors and you're not there, so easy kill. Now, what the ability does for the weakness is it lowers the duration of the stock ability, so it's not as long as other Jasons, kind of just like the sense ability. And that's it for Part 3. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel for new content on Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight almost every 2 weeks. Sorry I do not upload as much, I'm busy with school and shit. Comment down below your top 3 worst Jasons. I know Part 2 is kind of a bummer. After thinking about it, he's not the worst, but he's also not the best, so I'm still gonna keep him on this list. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!